I took a nutrition class knowing that everything I ate would make me the ultimate wrestler. And then taking the sport of judo so I could learn to use my legs like an extra pair of arms, and it all worked out very well for me. I had 2 instructors, and one was Asian and one was American. And the Asian instructor hated me because I did not blend and conform to the judoka way of doing things. And yet, I could go out in the classroom and I could destroy everybody in the room. And he did not like this because I wasn't using traditional Japanese form. And I told the other American instructor, I'm an amateur wrestler. I have a Greco-Roman background. I've got a freestyle background. I'm blending things. I go, we don't get to wear singlets. You can't grab a singlet. I go, I get to wear, you guys are wearing these big old gis. I go, and I get to grab it. I go, I have handles all over the place that I can grab. And the American instructor happened to come to one of the home matches. He watched what I was doing, and he goes, my God, he's telling the truth. He saw how I was using leg sweeps and other types of judo techniques built into it. So then he asked me towards the end of my freshman year, he goes, how would you like to go and watch a judo tournament? I had never watched a judo tournament before. I said, what do I have to do? Well, get in this van. And big and dumb and gullible as I was, I got in that van. And he took me down to a location with a bunch of other guys that were going to be competing. And when I was down there, he goes, well, now that you're here, how would you like to compete? Well, I don't have a gear, and I'm like, ta-da. He had it all. So it was a setup. I look like probably the biggest barbarian hillbilly that there was, because I was not versed in all the traditions of bowing before he got on the mat, stepping on this particular line, bowing to the side judge over here, bowing to the head judge here, bowing to this guy over there, and then the referee goes, Haji man, I go, Haji who? And he's coming towards me, he's like, well, I guess it's time to let's get it on. And again, I did very well in those types of competitions, but reading this story here about Santel, it reminded me of some of my own type of background. I have the great privilege here of simply to recognize Santel, and we have his grandson that is here tonight with his wife in order to receive this award, and it was a great honor for me to have them come out and present them with this award for their grandfather. So thank you.
David Santel, please come on up. Would you present David with the Hall of Fame rating?
Thank you, Dan, for that introduction. That was excellent. It was nice to meet you today. Talk to you about your background in wrestling and all the good stuff that you've done. Back in the early 90s, my friend gave me a call and said, hey, Dave, there's going to be a match tonight, Saturday night. Come on by. It's a pay-per-view. It's a new style of fighting. It's called UFC. And it's mixed martial arts. It's something that your grandfather may have done because he kind of knew our family. So yeah, that was the first time I actually saw Dan Severn wrestle. And it's kind of synergistic that Dan is here to enter for the induction of Dad Santel. So it's really cool. It's thanks team. Couldn't be more special than that. So, thank you, Seth, for everything you have done, getting onboarded into the museum. Seth and team, you did a great job. Everything looks really fantastic. We saw the exhibit today. Everything you've done has been really fantastic, and you actually went the extra mile. You've got ads, scrapbook digitized, so we can reach more people and let people experience the history of that, the history of wrestling. So it's really cool. Hopefully it's beneficial to the community at some point. A lot of history in that scrapbook. Scrapbook contains articles that Ad collected through his career that started in 1916. He became light heavyweight champion in 1916. I think the guy he beat was, he was a Greek guy. Um, but he won in 2016, or I'm sorry, 1916, and held the championship for about 15 years.
Wow.
If you look on the internet, you'll see a lot of things saying that he was undefeated, but I'm not sure if that was true. But he was definitely a champion and held that champion belt for a very long time. Ad was a pioneer. He was a trailblazer. The whole cool thing about Dan being part of the induction of Ad Santel is that Ad in the early days took it upon himself to challenge everyone in the world with catch wrestling, his style of catch wrestling. So he would take his catch wrestling and go to Japan and challenge all of the Tibetan 5th degree black belts there. He won a couple, lost a few, but he showed the West what catch wrestling was all about. And they came back on. Their team came back over to the U.S. and started traveling around the United States and challenging our catch wrestlers. So that's really cool. But besides that, I just want to thank the IPWHF and team for recognizing Ad's accomplishments and his contributions to the world of professional wrestling and fighting. And it's a true honor to accept this ring on his behalf. Really excited to be here tonight. I am not in the fight trade myself. His skills were passed down to my father. That's things were passed down to me. It's a true honor to be here with everyone, all you famous people that I grew up with, Tito Santana, and everyone else. So thank you very much, and we look forward to coming back again and seeing